Hello everyone, wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon, and wonderful evening. So today's we have the very honorable and grateful guest whose name is Imran Shahzad Englishwala. He is the facilitator at Rehan School Karachi campus and welcome to our guest. Hello sir,
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am good. So first of all, I am very thankful to you come to my show and your valuable time.
I want to thank you to invite me in your wonderful show. So thank you so much for giving me your audience to talk.
You are most welcome. So my first question, could you please introduce yourself?
As you have already given my introduction, so but I will give it to in my language as well, my tongue as well. I am Imran Shahzad Englishwala and working as a facilitator in Rehan School Korangi campus. And I have studied till masters in mass communication, and I live in Korangi, Karachi. And this is my short introduction.
Okay. Okay. So my next question on the screen, what is physiology?
Okay, very good question. What is psychology? Okay, so psychology is the study of mind and the study of human behavior. Thank you.
Okay. My next question, in your point of view, why is it important for every teacher to learn about student psychology?
Can you repeat your question?
Okay. In your point of view, why it is important for every teacher to learn about student psychology?
Okay, so first of all, we have to understand that what is student psychology. Then we will come to know that why it is important for a teacher to learn about student psychology. Okay, as I have told a very short definition of psychology, which was a study of mind and a study of behavior. So the student psychology is you study about the mind of students, the behavior of students. Okay, so if you want to be an effective teacher, and if you want the effective results from your students, so you have to study student psychology. So why you have to study student psychology? Because the students, if you do not understand your student, you cannot teach them very well. Okay, so for example, there is a teacher and there are so many students, and a teacher comes in the class and he start teaching his subject. And after completing the chapter, he just give them tasks to do and give some homework. So and it happens every day the whole month and the whole year. So what will happen in the last? So many students will get fail, and so many students will be passed with the low percentage. I'm sorry. And very few of the student will get the good marks, and they will understand very few of them. So why this happen? Because a teacher is not taking reviews from students, that are they getting whatever I am teaching or not. Means they are not the that kind of teacher is not what do you say feedback. The teacher is not taking feedback from a student that they are getting this chapter or not. Maybe the most of the students are not getting, or maybe most of the students are getting, but not all the students are getting. And as a teacher, you are supposed to teach all the students one by one individually. So it is very crucial to study about student psychology, because when you apply student psychology on this chapter, you start taking feedback. Why? Because you want to understand the situation, that whether my students are getting the point or not, or should I change my teaching method. So maybe there is a student who do not like to take lectures. Maybe there is a student who do not like to learn through lecture or through writing in the copy. So you have to understand the student. And I say that a student is like a doctor and a patient. Okay, so what a patient does when he goes to the clinic, he tells all the story, all the situation, all the feelings he is feeling right now, so that the doctor understands it very well. And the doctor asks questions to the patient, that what is your feeling, where you are feeling pain, and what kind of situation you are facing. So doctor asks questions to the patient to understand the situation, to understand the stage, that where my patient is standing right now in this disease. So this is like the doctor and the patient. So the student and the teacher relationship is the same according to my point of view. I'm sorry, I have a cough today. So the same relationship has the teacher and the student. The student is a patient and the teacher is a doctor. So a student comes daily in the school to the doctor, means to the teacher. So if a teacher does not understand his patient or his student, how will he cure? How will he improve him? How will he teach him whatever he wants to teach? So this is this much necessary to understand student psychology. So when you understand and apply student psychology, you start asking questions to the students, that whether they understand it or not. You ask if the student misbehave, you do not get angry. You ask questions, that why do you have this behavior today? You are very kind person and you are very obedient student, so why you are so much misbehaving today, and why you are getting angry today, and why you are ignoring me today, and why you are not participating in the class today. So why you are not active in the class today. So these are the questions a teacher needs to ask to the student. So what these questions will do, these questions will help a teacher to understand the situation of the student. Maybe he's not to study right now. Maybe he's not in the mood of learning right now. So or maybe he's not in the mood of the means the learning right now the way you are teaching right now. Okay, so you need to change the teaching way. So maybe he can become active. So that's why the student psychology is very necessary for the teachers to study about and to implement in their classrooms. Thank you so much.
Amazing. My next question on this screen, is this important for parents? If yes, or why?
Okay, that's a wonderful question to ask here, that is this important for parents or not. Of course, it is more important for parents than teachers, because a child learn from house more than school. It is one of the famous personality quote as well, Sahiladin, that a school, the house is a full time uh, teaching institute, and school is the part time training institute. So a child learn more in the house than the school. So it is also very necessary to study about. They will not study about student psychology. They will study about, or they will learn about child psychology. Okay, so the difference is they are learning about child psychology, and the teacher is learning about student psychology. So it is the same for the parents as well. When the child baby is born, so he has some requirements. A baby needs some requirements. If you do not understand those requirements, a baby could die. Okay, so this is how you means that's how you understand a child. Whatever he needs, and you fulfill his needs, and then you have a healthy baby. So after that, when he grows up in the age of 2 years, so he starts crawling, and he starts understanding your talk, and he try to speak as well. So now he has some different requirements. Okay, and when he turns into 4 years, he needs now different requirements. His mind, his brain needs different requirements. And when he turns 7 years old, so his mind needs different requirements to get developed. And when he become 12 years old or 13 years old, so he needs different requirements of the brain. His brain needs different requirements. So what are those requirements? We have to understand that if we want our child to be very intelligent, and if we increase our if we want to increase our children intellectually and emotionally as well. So we need to understand these stages of years, means 2 years, 4 years, 7 years, and 12 years. We need to understand this time period that what kind of a child is in 2 years, is in 4 years, is in 7 years. So we have to learn about these, and we have to understand those requirements. And if we want to get effective results from our child, so we need to fulfill that. The education and the knowledge is become very easy to get. There was a time when you have to go miles away to get education and to learn about something. But right now we have got mobile phones, and we have got internet with us. So whatever we want to learn, we can learn. So I want to say to the parents as well that take out some time to understand your child. Take out some time to understand your child brain according to their age, that at what age he is going through, and what his brain's requirements. Because if you do not fulfill your requirement, your child IQ can be decreased, and your child can be dumb. And if you consider, and if you understand those requirements, so your child brain IQ can be a very high, increase very high, and your child can become very intelligent. So these are very crucial for parents as well, and the teachers as well, because these are two different but very important person for the child, to for grooming their personalities, for educating, for getting education. So I want to say to the both the parents and the teachers that you should learn about student psychology for the teachers, and the child psychology for the parents, to understand the behavior of your child and student, and to understand the requirement of your child and the student. So it is very necessary for both of them. Thank you so much.
Zabardast. So my next question. Um, What are the benefits for teachers and students of learning psychology?
Okay, so I have told some of the benefits in my earlier answers. What are the benefits for teachers and students for of learning psychology? Psychology is, I think that it's a subject that every person should learn about. It is the subject of understanding the human. It is subject the study of human mind, and it is a subject of human behavior. So all people should learn about this subject, because when we go somewhere, we always interact with human, and if you do not understand human, you cannot treat them very well, and if you can't treat them very well, you cannot make a strong relationship with them. And in today's era, the strong relationship called networking, and if you do not have network in current era, you have to do very hard work to get successful in your life. So networking is very important, and for the networking, you have to understand the human, that what kind of human is this. Means psychology helps you to understand the human. Means suppose a person comes to you right now, or you go somewhere and a person meets you, and you directly pay salam to him, and you start asking question and you do not understand the situation of that person on that time, that whether he wants to talk to you or not right now, and you start annoying him through your questions. So what will happen? Your relationship will not get stronger, or else your relationship will be means removed, or will not be built. Okay, so if you know the psychology, so what will happen if you observe the person? You observe the person for a while, that how he is behaving to others, and what kind of talking he is doing. So through these indicators, you will get to know a little bit about that human, that what kind of talk he would like to have in his conversation, and how he wants to meet with people, and how he wants to be treated by other people. So if you understand the person for a while, and then you go to meet him and you do exactly what he wants to do, so he can be impressed by you, and he will try to build a relationship with you, and that relationship will be a very strong relationship. So psychology is that much important for every person. So, what are the benefits for the teacher and the students? A teacher and the student also are in a relationship, and they have a very important relationship. And if the teacher is not very cooperative, and not a very jolly-minded person, and he always scold the children, the student, and he always beat the student, and he always try to degrade the students in every stage of the school life. So the student will not build a good relationship with their teacher, and the student and the teacher, if not are in good relationship, so a teacher cannot teach him effectively. Why? Whether he is a very good teacher and he is doing a marvelous job in teaching any kind of subject, but if he has not a good relationship with his student, the student will not pay attention to the teacher. So if a student will not pay attention to the teacher, he will not learn. He will not learn anything from him. And maybe he would learn 5 to 6 words, but he will not understand him correctly, because he doesn't want to listen him. Okay, so but if you want to listen him, all students have their favorite teacher, and when the favorite teacher talks, all the students listen very carefully. So when the student listen very carefully, so he start learning from his teachers. So if the relationship is not good, So the student and the teacher cannot survive in the school. So how the relationship will get stronger? When you understand each other, when you understand the behavior of each other, when you know that when to talk to my teacher, and you know that how to talk to my student, so that he will understand, and we will get to know that what kind of student means I have, for example 20 students, and I am supposed to know that what kind of needs are there for my student. Means I should know individually that my this student need this, my this student need this, my this student understand in this way, my this student understand in this way. Okay, so we have to understand our students to teach them effectively. For example, if a mother have five children, she doesn't treat them in a same manner. A mother knows what kind of thing my this child need this time, and what my this child needs this time. So that's how we have to become a teacher. We have to understand that our student want this in this time, and this student want this in this time. So that will help you to make a good relationship with your student and a teacher. And if they are in a good relationship, if they feel secure with the teacher, they will start learning a lot than you think. Thank you.
Zabardast. So my next question: any message for teachers?
Okay, very good opportunity to ask me for a message for the teachers. I'm not that much capable of answering this request, but in my point of view, I want to, of course, I want to give a message to the all teachers, whether they are teaching in school or colleges or universities, or they are teaching in their home tuitions, or they are going in a coaching center or language center. Just try to make a good relationship with your students, and then start teaching. Okay, and not that then start teaching. Try to make a good relationship with your student, and then start understanding your student. All the students don't want the same teaching method or same thing from the teacher. All the students are unique, all the students are different, all the students have different requirements, all the students are intelligent. Yes, of course, all the students are intelligent. Nobody is jump or what do you say in school, the nalayak bacha. Nobody is nalayak in school. Just you have to understand, means if a teacher think that any children is nalayak, so I think that the teacher is nalayak, because he cannot understand this student caliber. If he understand this student caliber, so he will understand the situation, and he will understand the way that how I can teach this student. What are those ways that I should what I should teach to this student. So I must say to the teacher that research about the student psychology, and there are many kind of students, and you have to study all of them if you want to be a teacher, and if you want to continue the teaching career in your life. So kindly study about student psychology if you want to be an effective teacher. Otherwise, leave this career, because it is very important job. It is very important role in any country. The teaching is not, you may say, the earning job. There are so many jobs whose purpose are earning. Okay, so teaching is not one of them. Teaching is very important role. It creates leaders, or it creates criminal as well. So be aware of that. You are, if you are a teacher, you have a very big responsibility on your shoulders. So please understand this responsibility. Otherwise, leave this career, go somewhere else, and start doing something. And may Allah give you a lot of money in that field. But do not ever teach to the student if you do not understand your if you do not understand your student, or if you think that your any student is nalayak or dumb. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for your valuable time and come in my show and I know learn a lot. And so thank you so much. Okay, viewers.
I want to thank you, Miss Hijab Upper Quali, for again for inviting me in this show. So you are a very talented girl. In this age, I was nothing, and mashallah, you are doing interviews, and you are very confident. And inshallah, I pray for you that you become a very successful person in this country, and you contribute very positive things for this country. And thank you so much again for inviting me in your show.
Okay, viewers, we hope that you enjoyed our interview and now learnt a lot about student psychology. So thank you so much and Pakistan Zindabad.